6,000 miles, yeah! 6,000 miles on my way to 10,000. I want to get 10,000 on it this year, which will be twice what I did last year. So we'll see. I've already equaled last year already. Yeah. I still got a few months of warm weather yet. I'm gonna do this. I sure am. Oh yeah. I am so happy with this bike. I did make some changes. I changed my FREEWHEEL. I changed the chain ring. And I put an extra battery on there. I'll leave a link in the description below for all those, in case you want to go and see how I did it. But yeah, I've been riding about 68 miles a day. It takes me about 2.5 hours. And that's because I'm on my way to 10,000. I want to get a lot of the riding done. I'm just seeing some does up here, some little fawns. Back in the woods there somewhere. But I want to get a lot of miles in before it gets cold, because I don't want to be putting 80 or 90 miles a day when it's really cold outside. This road's really rough. But it's a nice place to ride because there's no cars hardly. There's this one section through here that they don't maintain very good. It's kind of a weird thing. It says end of county maintenance, so the county don't take care of this no more. There's about a quarter mile of it here. They take care of both other sides. Right here, then they've got a brand new road again. Anyways, I changed a few things, and boy, it made the bike so much more pleasant. I can stay in the pedals now, no matter how fast I go. After I get up this hill, of course. But yeah, no matter how fast I go, I can stay in the pedals, and that makes a difference. I don't know why they make these bikes and make them go so fast, but you can't stay in the pedals. It's the only thing, but it's a really easy fix. Especially the FREEWHEEL. It took me 15 minutes to fix it, to put a new one on. So if I was gonna do one thing, that's probably the one I would do. Either that or the suspension seat. Suspension seat really adds a lot too, so that'd be a hard one. But I did both. Now look at there. We're 30 miles. It's still got all my bars. You want to know how I do that? Check the description. Well, I finally went down one bar. I love my dual battery. In case you haven't figured out, it's my dual battery. Well, this is the culvert that washed out here. Didn't get to go very far, did I? This sign was kind of neat. It's hard to hear God's voice when you already decided what you wanted him to say. I just wanted to show you my beard not being underneath my hoodie. It's all in my mirror and I can't see what's behind me. Yeah. Oh, anyway, let's take a look at this bike here before we get down the driveway, because it's gonna get all muddy again. But there's my tire. I changed that at 2,000 miles. If you remember, I had a flat on my 2,000 mile review, so that's got 4,000 miles on it. So I think I'm gonna have to change it here real soon. Looking pretty thin. But as you see, I ride. There's my new chain ring. But we'll do the rest of the review down there. All right. And as I said, I put another FREEWHEEL on here. Looks like I need to oil it up a little bit. But yeah. And I put a chain ring on there to increase my speed. And I did this here too. I bought these pegs here. They're actually for a car, but I got them. And the reason I got this is if you want to take off the front wheel, it's really hard to get a wrench on that. I don't know if you recall when you put your bike together, it's really hard to get a wrench on there. And so what this does is it brings it all the way out here so I can put a wrench on. It probably wouldn't have had to been that long, but that's what they are. And I had to buy a whole set for a car. It was 20 bucks, but I'll leave a link for that down below in case you want to look at it. Makes it a lot easier to take the front wheel off and on. And as you see here, this is my big 24 amp battery that I fit in there. And then I put the original battery back here on the back. So if you want to see how I did that, I'll leave a link for that down below too. It's real easy. It's a real easy switch. If you can plug in a plug, you can do this. It's real easy. The hardest part is to figure out what to do with the box and stuff, you know. Big one. I got a big one, you know, and so I just ended up just mounting it on the outside here. I was hoping to put it in the box, but there wasn't enough room to put that one in the box. But the plug just comes up here and goes back to my battery here. So if I want to take this whole thing off, I can, and I can still use my rack. I can still use my rack bag. So that's really nice. And I broke down and started carrying water with me. When you're riding 75 miles and it's 100 degrees out, it's probably a good thing to take your drink with you. And a bonus, it helps to balance out my rear battery. Because having that big battery in the back, it does make the front just a little squirrely. It's not, you know, if you hold your hands on the handlebars all the time, it's no big deal, but if you ride no-handed, it begins to wobble just a little bit, you know. Not something you want to have happen when you're doing 35 miles an hour. But it is what it is, and so, as my wife said, it makes me keep my hands on the handlebars. She hates it when I ride it with no hands. And so this makes me keep my hands on the handlebars. As long as I keep my hand on the handlebars, it's fine. But in the future, I could buy a smaller battery and put that on the back, and then it wouldn't be so much. But I love my range. I love the range that I get with this. Also, I put a suspension post seat on there. A suspension seat post on there. And that was really, for comfort, that's probably the best thing I did on this. And for speed, if I was only going to do one thing for speed wise or to help so you can pedal, I put the FREEWHEEL on the back. The chain ring is just icing on the cake, but yeah. So overall, I'm still having a blast. 6,000 miles, and as you see, I rode 50 today, and I think it didn't get to go on my regular morning ride because it was raining this morning. It's supposed to rain this afternoon, so I kind of cut my ride short this afternoon because I wanted to get home. But yeah, but I'm still enjoying it. If you want to take a look at it, I can give you a coupon code. You can save $100, and they don't charge any tax. So yeah, so you can end up saving a little bit of money there, and of course I get just a little bit back to me. So it helps me out on the channel. So so far, everyone that I've heard that have bought one of these, they love them. So I mean, you can't beat it. All-wheel drive, For that price, I mean, you can't beat it. Alrighty, well, this is Papa Blue Shirt. Thanks for riding along with me today. I'm hoping to get to 10,000 before the end of the year, so hopefully we'll make it. But it's hot out here, so I'm gonna go in the house. Goodbye, good luck, and may the good Lord take a liking to you. 60-42 is where I ended up.